People often forget that UFC fighters are absolutely the baddest men and women alive. In this video, we'll be showing moments where reporters were a little too comfortable asking fighters certain questions, and as a result,
Kind of question
they
for
upset a
you.
few fighters.
You have won exactly one fight since Barack Obama was president.
Shut your mouth, I'll go down and smash your nose
Connor,
in.
over
I'll go
a
down and
fighter
smash
who
your
has
nose
zero
in, you
wins
rat. You
over the
little
last
rat.
6 fights.
You little rabbit thing. Someone
This
smack
man
him.
sent
Smack him.
you.
There's plenty of truth to this clip, even to this day. Conor has been inactive in the UFC, and as a result, he has not had a lightweight win in almost a decade. In fact, he only has one career win at lightweight, a division he was once the champion of. As mentioned before, there's plenty of truth to what the reporter is saying, which is why it triggers such an angry reply from Conor.
To a place where time doesn't exist 6 months ago. We want to know, why should anyone expect anything different on Saturday?
It's one more fight I won than your little sissy ass, you little fanny pad.
Why should we expect anything different?
So what is it that he did that disrespected you that got you to dislike him?
This is not a therapy session.
Well, no, but you, but you.
Gentlemen, Khabib, assalamu alaikum, and Connor, congrats on proper 12.
Thank you, sir.
Could we get an official prediction on the fight?
You cannot say salam alaikum and congrats about whiskey. Oh, slap him then. Do something about it.
Tensions were high on the stage. Not only do Conor and Khabib not like each other from a personal and competitive standpoint, but they also have a difference in morals. Khabib, on one hand, is very much against alcohol due to his religious upbringing, while Conor, on the other hand, is trying to sell and promote his Proper 12 Irish whiskey.
So obviously you insisted on doing this interview with the schmo with your shirt off. When does the male modeling start?
Never. I mean, have you seen the state of me? I'm fucking ugly, cunt. It doesn't start, schmo, does it? You got more chance than me, mate, and you are butt ugly. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
So.
Reporters and fighters have a very interesting dynamic. Some of them have a friendly relationship. However, whenever the fighter becomes the aggressor, the reporter always backs down. I mean, it's hard to blame them. These are some of the scariest athletes on the planet.
You and Luis Pena, best friends? I keep seeing you on your vlog. You guys hanging out all the time.
That's
Violent
not
Bob
my
Ross.
vlog. He's here for the fight. He's a good guy. Why you gotta be gay with it? We best friends. Are these people your best friends? You're standing pretty close to them.
Sure.
Your hair's pretty fucking friendly. Motherfucker. Any other fucking questions?
Good, Mike.
For the backstory on this next clip, the reporter previously interviewed Conor. He asked Conor if he would win in a fight versus Jesus. Conor was very laughative in this. He thought it was a joke. But Conor received plenty of backlash from this interview. And when it was time to do another face-to-face, Conor remembered this man and did not want to speak with him because of what happened last time.
Hey, so you think your opponents are running scared? This is the second time in a row now this has happened.
What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You called him a cholo in there. That's kind of racially motivated. Did you mean to say it like that?
Mate, shut the fuck up and get away from me. You're remember that Jesus shit you brought up?
Yeah.
It's such a stupid question, man. What?
There's a question people want to know, man.
You're an idiot.
Questions for John. Hey, John, you're 30 now. So I'm wondering, as you turn 30, I guess on the 19th of July, what would you say about your 20s? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it somewhere in between? How would you look back on that decade in your life?
I don't really like you, Luke, so I'm not going to answer your question.
All right.
Ouch. John Jones shares the same thoughts as plenty of UFC fighters in the dislike of Luke Thomas. Plenty of fighters, including Chael Sonnen, are not fans of Luke Thomas's breakdowns. In fact, when Chael retired, Luke said that Chael was an average but not great fighter. Quotes like these are just a small reason why Luke is not so loved by fighters worldwide.
Hi, over here. I'm going to start with a couple of questions to John.
This is a press conference from UFC 232. This is the event that was supposed to take place in Las Vegas, but Jones tested positive. As a result, they had to move the event from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. Because California Athletic Commission would allow this fight to take place, and due to this controversy, reporters were asking Jon Jones questions regarding the subject throughout the entire week.
How come this is the third time we're actually taking focus from the fighters and the fights and talking about what you have in your body, whether it's a picogram or a pictogram? Why have you tested now positive?
Next question, please. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down.
Well, I want to
Thank
take the
you.
mic from her. Better questions. Better
just wanna
journalism.
know
I don't understand what your question is.
Is there a real
What's the reason
Better
for
journalism.
having
Better
a
journalism.
picogram
You
in
suck.
his body?
Better journalism.
Hold on, let him talk.
Mr. McGregor, how are you? Israeli television. Nice to meet you. Let's talk about whiskey for 1 second. We had the crowd seems to be very pleased about that. But your whiskey hasn't been announced in Israel. It hasn't arrived yet, and I wonder if it's good, because in some places I've read in the Business Insider it's terrible.
I'm not exactly sure what kind of response the reporter was expecting. You ask one of the loudest talkers in the history of the sport if his whiskey is good. I'm not sure what response he expected from Conor McGregor outside of a negative response. It is possible, however, that this is the response he wanted. This way, his clip can be shown on several platforms, including the one that you're watching right now.
Have a drink of it now and tell me what you think. There's always going to be begrudgers and people that are hating and this and that. It comes with the territory when you're at the top of the game. Trust me, it is the tastiest Irish whiskey there is on the planet. I fucking love it. And I don't give a bollocks what anyone says. I'm not even trying to sell it. Just have a sip of it. Just take a bottle with you and enjoy yourself. Now, not you, the smell of you. Keep him out here. Bringing up negative shit.
You wrong when I say that you've been unusually respectful to Jon Jones. I'm not used to hearing you this way.
Well, Lebatard, I don't have all the details, but if you said it, you're most likely wrong.
How many more fights do you think you can lose and still be such a big draw?
Oh, Dan, come on, you're asking me. Why would have I ever thought of things like that? I don't have any idea. How long are you going to hold a pen in your hand and not write anything down? I mean, what are we going to do, go back and forth and ask each other stupid things? Look.
Chael does bring up a good point. Dan is being passive-aggressive in this soundbite by asking these types of questions to Chael Sonnen. He knows exactly what he's doing by putting Chael on the spot like this. His goal is to create sound bites from Chael in order to continue to promote his show to new audiences. For reference,
what was your reaction when you read, if you did indeed read, the Deadspin article pointing out that you're something of a race baiter?
I don't know what that means.
Did you read the article?
No.
For reference, the reason Chael is being called a race baiter is because in the past, Chael has said some not so nice words about the country of Brazil. For example, Chael said that Brazil does not have dentists and they do not have computers as well. The only issue here is that Brazil is a country and not an ethnicity.
All right, part of the article, what race baiter means is that you play on stereotypes to point out that you're the white guy and you sort of go after the black guys, whether it's Anderson Silva or Jon Jones, in a stereotypically cartoonish way.
I don't know what to say. I would resent that. I'm not sure that's very unfounded.
This time Chael Sonnen cried during a movie because, you know, the emotions were tugged at.
Are you race baiting me right now? Do you have something against blue-eyed Germans, Dan?
You gave me nothing, Chael, on the race baiting question. You gave me nothing. Certainly you've seen the article. You gave me nothing on that. There was no depth. There was no answer there that summoned any introspection.
That's right. Correct. Good summary, Dan.
Well, it had to be
I'm glad you're paying attention. See, now we're getting somewhere. We started a little slow, but now I see you're paying attention.
Well, it had to be hurtful to you, though. It had to read that had to. Well, I'm being presumptuous, but it had to hurt.
I didn't read it, Dan. I've never heard the term until you just used it today.
The things that you said about Brazilians, for example, Chael, where you're saying that while you were playing with computers, they were playing with mud. You understand how it is that some of that would be taken as race baiting, do you not? No?
Dan, I've got a degree in sociology from the University of Oregon. Apparently you do not, because you're greatly mistaking race with ethnicity with nationality. If you said that I said it about Brazil, which is not a race, it's a nation, then you might want to run the tape back and not air this because you're going to look foolish in the presence of a genius.
That's exactly what he said, and that's exactly what we said. This isn't the first time that Chael has made Dan look like a fool on national television. Many remember when Dan asked Chael about making Anderson Silva's wife make him a steak, medium rare, just how he likes it. Chael told him that this did not happen, and he did not say it. It did happen, but the issue was that Dan did not have the clip handy for him to play, which made Dan look like a fool.
You tend to go after the black guys with more ferocity than you do like Michael Bisping, for example.
Oh, wow. Didn't you start this interview by saying how nice we were to John Jones?
Yes, but I think you changed your game plan. Yes, you've been great to John Jones recently. Yes,
More than Michael Bisping?
You've been unbelievably flowery in your praise to John Jones, uncharacteristically flowery in your praise to John Jones. Stunningly.
All right.
How would it feel to get beat by a Frenchman in front of your fans?
You're going to have to excuse my French, but fuck you and fuck him.
We'll remember that on Saturday night.
Write that shit down, take a picture, I don't give a fuck.
6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do.
How about
kill this mother?
Okay. How about the 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Does it pose any problem to you?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you or does it work against you at times?
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
The video. Some of the best clips from fighters versus reporters. Thank you all for watching. Please hit that subscribe button for more clips similar to this.